A big hello to all of you, especially to the early years educators and teachers. Today we have our first interview on the YouTube channel, and I'm so excited because this is exactly what I love, interacting and engaging with people. And our first guest today is Mr. Nitesh Srivastava, and he's a parent of an 8-year-old child who is at the present moment online learning, and he's also an IT expert in a technology company, and he's a manager in that. And so I'm very happy he really took his time off to speak to us about how he's experiencing the online teaching. In this interview, he will give a little introduction on himself in the first part. Then in the second part, he will speak what he finds really great that the school is doing and how he sees the differences. And in the third part, he will speak also on some suggestions and improvements that could be done. So please stay tuned and join this video till the end. I also would like to tell you that he is a blogger in his free time just for fun. So he's doing a lot out of enthusiasm, what I really love. And in the information box, I will leave the blog so that you can also go and get more information and insights on him and what he's doing. Please do not forget to click the notification button and to also subscribe to the channel so that you're informed. And today, I really call you, leave interesting comments down in the box, and at the end of the video I will tell you why. So please stay tuned and enjoy this interview with Mr. Nitesh. So our guest today is Mr. Nitesh, and he is a parent and he's an IT expert, and I would like to ask him before we start this interview to give us some ideas on who he are and why he actually got inspired to write to us, and we got inspired to invite him to this today's interview and put it online for all of you teachers to hear some feedback from parents, which I think is very important. Please let us know who you are and what is your background.
Thank you, Marian. It's a pleasure meeting you, and thanks for giving me this opportunity. So I am an IT professional by profession. So I'm having around 20 years of IT background. I'm working with one of the big fours, Ernst & Young, as an assistant director. I manage IT projects and lead teams. And I work with global teams across globe. I've traveled across many countries and places. So it's my profession, and blogging is one of my pastime. I mean, I do a lot of writings in my free times, which I enjoy doing on different subjects from my experiences. So I was I was writing these thoughts, and then I wanted to just go over and view some contents over the web, and then I somehow came across your videos with some experiences, wonderful experiences shared. How and instructions, like how the teachers should conduct classes during this pandemic season, and how the online mode of teaching should be, what kind of methods to use. Some instructions for the teachers and parents, and which was really good. So I was very keen, and then I just wanted to. I went through the videos, and then I thought of sharing my views there. And then I was just put up my comment there as a link back to your videos. So then I got your response, and it was really a pleasure having been connected with you and having got this opportunity to speak to you and your audience. So thank you for that. So that was my motive to basically, just express my views and my experiences from the times that this pandemic has started, and how we as parents are experiencing, how we are talking to colleagues, friends, people around. We are observing how our kids are reacting to this change, how their feelings are, what they discover in the current situation, what they aspire, how they want to be, and how they want to see things changing for them in the future. So all this, there are different the viewpoints from us, people, kids, parents, teachers, school, society, overall, seeing that the trend, how it is going now, and the pandemic is still going to be on for 6 months or even more. So we might have to continue in the same mode of education. So we have to look at all the pros and cons, and have to address those factors, points where this collaboration could be more effective,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
mode of education could be more efficient,
Mm-hmm.
between the teachers and kids. So it's an involvement of all these entities. I talk of parents, school, kids, teachers. All these as the key entities uh, who are contributing this entire initiatives of educating and imparting education to our kids. So
Thank
if there
you.
is anything that can be contributed by us, we'll be more than happy. And if there's something that could change in future, we all should contribute to make things better.
As
Okay.
you are now experiencing this situation with your daughter since 4 months. What is the difference between in the beginning and now after you are 4 months into the pandemic? How is the change? Is there a change in your child? What's happening with your child?
Yeah. I think, the kids are learning well, and they are slowly adapting to this online mode of education, and they are now very used to now. From the initial start, they were a bit hesitant. We also found that teachers not very conversant with the technology, preparing presentations or sharing, working with the text. But slowly the kids and teachers both have learned. The curriculum have been followed, and we see a good progress. The kids have well adapted. They get ready, they get to the class well in time, they are very well informed, they take the lessons very seriously, and they do their homeworks on a regular basis, on a daily basis. So a lot has changed from the time it started to now. It is so they are quite well advanced into the process, into the new process. So I guess it's fun, but they are missing at the back
Mm-hmm.
few things. Their
Mm-hmm.
friends, their teenagers.
Yeah.
I was talking to my kid, and she was mentioning, if I have to go back to my school, I would love to, because I'm missing my friends and classmates.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something. We are somewhat trying to help,
Mm-hmm.
that they should be able to connect more, get wider exposure sooner. So
Yeah. So, how do you feel as a parent when your child is now um, studying the information or studying the curriculum online? Do you feel that can be covered, or what do you see in your child? Is it going to in the right direction, or you have some kind of concerns with it?
I think it's going well in the right direction, because we are seeing that the schools are following a very good curriculum. They have their lessons covered through the textbooks, the exercise books that have been provided, which they usually do in their regular curriculum. So which they all would have done in school. So there's nothing that is getting missed. So that is we are sure of. Secondly, we know that we are observing the kids. The kids are sitting next to us. Sometimes we sit with them. No, though we are not supposed to, but we observe them, how they are learning and how the teachers are teaching. So it's a really, a lot of appreciation to the teachers and the schools having taken this kind of efforts to make the learning still without any stoppage. So still continuing very well, and their brains are developing, and they are continually learning. So they are into the process. So nothing is stopping them. So that's a great thing, to see. So a lot of change. A lot of change. It's, of course, it's not going to match with the in-person classroom teaching, but of course, this can be a secondary mode of teaching, which may, if necessary, add value, and maybe continue for longer period. So definitely, it's going good and very well in the direction.
In
So I'm happy about the performance.
I'm very happy to hear that. So tell me, how do you see the teacher's responsibility? I'm very happy that you have such a positive feedback for the teachers for the online class. How do you see the teacher's responsibility and the school's responsibility? Are they only in touch with your child, or do they also communicate with you? How do they take the responsibility to engage the parents?
Yes, I think that is a development area which I felt should have been there. The kind of a PTM that used to be there earlier has not happened so far. There's no parent-teacher connect. The school and parent connect is missing as of now. What we are observing on the current dates. So I'm not sure if they have it planned in future, but as of today, I mean, I would want to write to my principal, also the school, also to start such kind of this. So we have that opportunity to feedback on school. So as of now, I mean, that is missing. But yes, I mean, overall, we see that they are well engaged with the kids and they are covering all the curriculum. The school is following all the principles norms that is needed for them to have the kids learning, put all kind of curriculum in place. What is usually done, different classes, activity based learning. A lot of sessions are done. So it's well covered, I guess. So school is taking its responsibility well, I guess. Yes,
Very
few things
nice.
are still to be improved. We would love to see some more changes coming soon, coming our way. So hope to hear back. Yeah,
If
it's a
you,
good
as you're
experience.
saying, there are some things that you would like them to cover. As a parent, what would you like to recommend to teachers in online sessions? What would you like to see there more, or is there something you feel observing your child with the online classes that you think that really could help your child also in its learning, his or her learning process?
I think yeah, they can introduce more of interactive sessions. I was talking to my kid also in this line. What do you think could change? So she says we don't get opportunity much to speak. I mean, because they want to
Mm-hmm.
speak and discuss, talk, and like that. Because it's a sometimes one way connection. Teacher is asking questions, is teaching, and then they are able to speak only when they are asking questions. So they do not conversate with friends, colleagues, or
Mm-hmm.
teachers. So there should be some gaps in between the discussions. Say, usually we have 40 minutes of the class, and every 40 minutes they have 15 minutes break. So that is how the classes are progressing. So
Mm-hmm.
if there is an opportunity for the kids even to contribute to a little, and they have more of interactions, more breaks,
Mm-hmm.
things might go better. I mean, it has to be
Very good.
more of interactive
Mm-hmm.
sessions than a normal straight curriculum
Mm-hmm.
based sessions, and it can be more of activity based learnings they can introduce. I feel that they do some videos and all in between, but it's very rare. They should introduce more of some online content. The mode of teaching may also improve. They usually present it in a slides deck. They may do it on whiteboard, or they may use a normal board, make it more interactive. That can be one good improvement, and technologies can also be leveraged. So there are a lot of ways to do differently. So I think yes, I mean these are few things that may change, and that
Yeah. Yeah.
could be incorporated in the
I
online.
strongly believe in the collaboration between parents and teachers, in especially when it's like
Yes,
this. So the teachers, you can
yes,
really say they are at the end of the day really heroes, because it was something they haven't been trained on. It was something they really didn't know that will come along, and they really coped with this situation very well.
yeah,
And so you see they are improving. Of course, yeah,
yes,
it's important we give them time, but I think what happens is also when they have an entire class sitting in front of the screen, they don't know the individual reactions of
yeah,
the children. So I think it is a very good idea of you
yes,
to take maybe really that chance and write to the principal and tell them that you would like to also, if you can, share feedback and ask the parents really to engage. So I always believe in feedback making everything better. So this is why it was really important for me also to invite you to this one interview and have that really put on. Maybe it inspires some teachers to
thank you.
really also start connecting back to the parents, because sometimes teachers, I've read that if they call, the
Yes,
parents might say this is wrong and this is wrong and this is wrong, and then if they have such a nice parent like you who
correct.
really can
Yeah,
give them some insights and also tell them what they are
yeah,
doing good, I think that's the best combination that can happen.
yeah.
So
Of course, of course.
so
It's
I'll
it's
make
both
it.
ways. In fact, I mean the teachers are experiencing and the parents experiencing.
Yeah.
Do share. Don't be hesitant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are all not
Yeah.
used
So
to that situation, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I really hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed very much interviewing Mr. Nitesh, and it was really lovely that he took his time off to be with us. I left a message in the beginning, as you remember, that it's important that today you put comments in the comment box. Why? Because Nitesh also put a comment in our section, and because his comment was so valid and was so amazing, it got me so interested that I wrote to him and I said, tell me more, and why don't you want to come and tell this also to people? Because I really believe that feedback in such a time to build up a community is super important. So put things in the comment, and if we like that comment, we may come to you and ask you if you want to be the next one here on our YouTube channel to give your information, your ideas, whatever you experience to people around the globe, so that they also can benefit from this kind of information. So do not forget to subscribe also to this channel, and please click the notification bell so that you are informed whenever we go online. At the end, I'd like to ask you to please excuse the recording. It was a phone call, so that sometimes really causes some interruptions, and if there is some delay or something, please forgive us for that. So for us, it's important to give you content. Quality is second for us. So have a good day, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you again in the next interview or video.